Probably got a few stragglers coming in from the lobby. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the graduation for the Tidewater Regional Fire Academy class number 152. My name is Battalion Chief Jack Crandall, and I had the distinct honor of being the director for this course, and I'll be your host for tonight's graduation ceremony. I would also like to welcome our live television audience. Please help me in welcoming the Virginia Beach Fire Academy, Tidewater Regional Fire Academy, class number 152. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Virginia Beach Fire Department's Honor Guard. Also, the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, which will be performed by Master Firefighter Israel Medina, and then we'll have an invocation by Chaplain and Fire Captain John Costin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Eternal God, our Father, we thank you for this glorious day. For, Lord, you made this day, and you doeth all things well. We thank you, God, for all the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We thank you for this event this evening, where we have come to celebrate the summation of several months of training. We ask, dear God, that you would look on those who are about to graduate, that you would bless them, that you would watch over them, that you would take care of them, that you would cause them to be consummate learners throughout their careers, and that they would retire in good health and good strength. We ask, dear God, that you would let there be fellowship and love amongst them as they go to their several stations. Keep us, O God, and we shall be kept. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. First, I'd like to thank everybody for being here this evening. I want to thank all our graduates, family members, distinguished guests, dignitaries, our city manager, department heads, council members, and the Honorable Chief Magistrate Thomas Cale, who is here tonight to swear in the recruits, and also the countless representatives from other jurisdictions for attending tonight's event. I want to recognize the fire explorers. I see they all cared enough to be here tonight. It's good to see you guys here. Thank you. Our city manager is here tonight. I know he doesn't like the limelight, but I'd be remiss if I didn't single him out tonight. He's attending his last TRFA graduation as our city manager. And Mr. Spore, to coin a phrase that you use often, with pride in our city, we thank you for your long service to the city. A couple other folks I'd like to recognize. We have Councilwoman Barbara Henley here tonight. She will be speaking with you. Our emergency manager, Aaron Sutton, Chief Kopczynski and Chief Payne from York County Fire Department, along with some other members from York County, are here to see their recruit graduate as well. And I'm sure I missed somebody, but Chief Cover usually backstops me and picks those folks up. So if I missed you, I apologize. I'd like to introduce you to the senior staff of the Virginia Beach Fire Department. Of course, Chief Cover, who you'll hear from in just a few minutes, Deputy Chiefs David Hutchison and T.J. McAndrews, District Chiefs Mike Baraki, Dennis Keene, Daryl Funiak, James Ramsey, and Vance Cooper. I think most of those are here tonight, so it's good to have everybody here. It's surely my honor and privilege to introduce to you the staff who were able to pull this academy off. I had the honor of being the director. However, the people I'm getting ready to introduce to you are the ones that took the time every day to teach these folks and to turn them into what they've been turned into as great firefighters. So please come to the stage and be recognized. And without your hard work, dedication, hours of preparation, time, teaching, counseling, mentoring, and leading, it wouldn't be possible tonight. We've got our Corps supervisors who are already on the stage, Captain Ray Arizari and Captain April Elmore, Master Firefighter Sean Hall, who was our senior drill instructor. Come on up, don't be shy. Master Firefighter Hope Scott, Master Firefighter Alex Waslak, Master Firefighter Matthew Pittman, Master Firefighter Steve Huey, Master Firefighter Bart Gamboni, and Master Firefighter Mike Newsom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the staff who pulled it off for you. Back on track. Tried to cut me off from my podium there. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff of Tidewater Regional Fire Academy, class number 152. Yeah. These folks are just the ones that were there all day, every day. We also have countless field instructors, probably many among you in the crowd tonight, and I'd be wrong to not recognize them. They come down there and help us teach and teach these recruits new things every day. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I would also be remiss if I didn't recognize the civilian staff from the Fire Training Center who work behind the scenes every day to ensure the staff is in line and makes us look great every day. Pat Gilbert and Lisa Moss, thank you very much for doing what you do. We wouldn't be able to make this happen without you. We've got Lori Skidda back here in the back running this teleprompter thing that I'm looking into, so it's kind of weird, but it's all good. So, also resource management. If you don't know it, they buy all the stuff. They buy us toilet paper and they buy us everything else, in between. So Molly Riley, Chuck Berthram, Bob Sherman, and Dave Stites, they make sure we're all outfitted and we're equipped and able to perform our jobs every day. Thank you very much. Also, human resources, Susan Salafranca, Christia Webb, and Donna Eilert, who were a big part of getting you into those seats. Without them, you wouldn't have a job, so they did an excellent job doing that. And last but certainly not least, our multimedia folks, and I got to make sure I get the new guy's name right. We've got Kurt Kellerhall as the supervisor of the shop that's making this live stream happen tonight, so if you're watching on the live TV audience, those are the guys that are making that happen. Jonathan Austin, Art Kahn, Ray Smith, who's down here taking pictures of me, and Darnell Evans, new guy. He's making some things happen there already, so that's good stuff. They document what they do every day. You're going to see a video later of your graduates that they did an excellent job on. So thank you for that. Everybody did an awesome job. Appreciate it. Okay, so moving right along, I would like to ask our fire chief, Chief Cover. Steve Cover is going to come up and say a few words and maybe offer you some wisdom as you start off on your new careers.
Good evening. I don't read from a teleprompter, so I'm just going off the cuff here this evening. But thank you all for being here tonight with us, celebrating this great class that we're going to put out in the field. I know I've got a room full of battalion chiefs that can't wait to get them on fire trucks as soon as possible. But what a great venue! I want to thank the Sandler staff for assisting us with this venue this evening. I see Captain Todd Jones from the police department stepped in. Thanks for being here, Todd. Appreciate you. I want to thank a few people before I take a couple of minutes with the recruits. First and foremost, the families and friends and loved ones of our recruits. They started February 7th of this year, so some 8 months ago, going through this recruit program. And throughout that process, I'm sure that there were many a long evening of studying and time away from friends and family. So I would really like to have the recruits stand up and thank their family and friends for being here. Without you all, this certainly wouldn't be possible for them. I also want to take a minute and thank not only our council, but our wonderful city staff led by our city manager, Mr. Spohr, because in this day and age across the country, there are a lot of fire departments that are browning out stations, closing stations, and not holding recruit academies. So with the economy the way it has been in years past, we have steadily continued on rehiring as attrition has taken root and people are leaving. We have been able to continue on with hiring and training our recruits and our future leaders of our department, and that wouldn't be possible without the support of our wonderful city council and our wonderful city staff. So I want to thank them. I also, too, want to echo Chief Crandall's remarks about the training staff. They are second to none. They are world-class. They go around our nation and the world leading instruction in classes, and they have put together what I think is a world-class training program for our recruits. So again, thank you all for all your efforts. So real quickly to the recruits. This is a big night for you all. We had a chance to chat in the hallway before you came in, but I want to offer you just a couple things to think about. First and foremost, we are a service delivery organization. Your charge is to take care of our citizens and our visitors to our city on their worst day when they need you the most. I want you to be your best. I want you to train as your life depends on it, because one day it may. I want you to continue to improve, go to classes, listen to your senior men and women on the job, and most importantly, your officers. There's a chain of command in place for a reason. I want you to pay attention to them. I want you to be physically fit, and I want you to support our wellness program. You are no good to your fellow firefighter trying to effect a rescue or take care of one of our citizens if you cannot get out of your own way. So stay physically fit. I know that's been a main part of your day as you've gone through training. I would encourage you to keep that up. I want you to give each other the benefit of the doubt and not throw each other under the bus, both your fellow firefighters and our citizens. Don't be judgmental. Our job is to deliver the best service we can, and that goes across the board no matter what. And lastly, I would ask you to take care of the resources that we are given to do our jobs. There is a lot of money spent on our equipment. We have some of the best equipment in the country. All you have to do is look at our fire apparatus that go down the street. I would ask you to treat it as it's your own, because it's a precious commodity that a lot of fire departments don't have. So hopefully you can remember a few of those things, and if not, feel free to ask anybody in your chain of command, because they know those 5 tenets pretty well, I'm here to tell you. So enjoy your evening, spend time with your loved ones. Congratulations on getting to this milestone in your career, and always keep learning. Thank you.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce Council Member Mrs. Barbara Henley. She's a graduate of Old Dominion University with a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's degree in urban studies. She taught school in the city's public school system and is serving her 8th term on City Council. She represented the Pungo Borough from 1978 to 1990, during which time she served 2 years as vice mayor. She served on City Council again from 1994 to 2002 and returned to represent the Princess Anne District in 2006. A partner in Henley Farms, she is a board member of the Princess Anne County Virginia Beach Historical Society. She also serves as a council liaison of the Agriculture Advisory Commission, the Bikeways and Trails Advisory Commission, and the Open Space Advisory Commission, among others. She's also been appointed to serve on the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission. She is the author of Glimpses of Down Country History, Southern Princess Anne County. Please help me in welcoming Councilwoman Barbara Henley. Sorry, it was yellow there for a minute. I couldn't.
Good evening to all of you very special guests. It's truly an honor for me to have been invited to make remarks to this esteemed audience on behalf of the mayor and the city council. My role here tonight is to bring to you a sincere and heartfelt thank you for your work in training as firefighters and for your willingness to serve the citizens of Virginia Beach in this wonderful capacity. What in the world are you committing yourselves to? Well, there is an item that's being considered by City Council that will make some updates to the city code sections regarding the fire department and EMS. Much of what is to be changed are simple wording changes to bring our code in conformance to some state code changes. But then there's also recommended one pretty significant change. Wording is to be added to more specifically spell out the functions of today's fire department. And I would like to read the language that's recommended to be added. The fire department, under the direction of the fire chief, shall be responsible for preventing, suppressing, controlling, limiting, and extinguishing accidental or intentionally destructive fires on land and water. The fire department shall be responsible for controlling and supervising the provision of services that protect life and property, that include but are not limited to hazardous, combustible, radiological, and explosive materials, including gas leaks, rescues at accidents of any nature involving injuries and/or entrapments, technical rescues involving rope rescue, trench, aircraft, and confined space incidences, situations involving an imminent danger or actual occurrences of fire, explosion, and structural collapse, and maritime incidents that involve fire, a technical rescue, and hazardous materials. In conjunction with the fire chief's role as coordinator of emergency management, the fire department shall also support the emergency management coordination of the city and specifically assist in evacuation activities, search and rescue of disaster victims, and any other emergency response activities as needed. The fire marshal shall investigate the causes of fires, prosecute alleged arson, threats to burn, threats to bomb, post-blast investigations, or other related criminal acts, and enforce the Virginia statewide fire code and related codes as incorporated and/or amended. The police department bomb squad personnel shall be under the supervision and control of the police special operations bomb squad commander while engaged in device inspection and recovery of hazardous devices. During fire incidents and fire investigations of alleged arson, threats to burn, threats to bomb, post-blast explosive device investigations, police bomb squad personnel will work in cooperation with the fire chief. In cooperation with the Department of Emergency Medical Services, fire department personnel shall be under the supervision and control of the fire chief and the emergency medical services chief when engaged in emergency medical services involving the treatment and/or transport of patients pursuant to relevant code sections. Now that's some pretty heavy stuff. Hasn't the world changed? Please be assured that the City Council holds our public safety departments in high regard and work very hard to assure that you have the facilities, the equipment, and the training that you need to be among the best trained and most highly skilled first responders. Our nearly 450,000 citizens look to you for their safety, and we entrust you with their care. I applaud the 19 graduates of Tidewater Regional Fire Academy Class number 152 who have worked so hard to master the skills necessary to join the ranks of the Virginia Beach and the York County Fire Departments. As firefighters, you will be working in tandem with our emergency medical services personnel, as well as our 911 dispatchers and our police departments. Together, you make up one of the world's finest public safety teams. From assisting with disasters hundreds of miles away, to working with other teams in the Hampton Roads region, to responding here at home, our award-winning fire department is always ready to answer the call. Let me take a moment to recognize those who also serve, your families. Their support and their willingness to sacrifice make it much easier for you to do your job. Your families deserve our sincere thanks and appreciation for their behind-the-scenes support. I know I speak on behalf of all the citizens of Virginia Beach in saying thank you for your commitment to our city. You are the best. You are a part of what makes Virginia Beach the best city in the world. I'm grateful to you for your dedication, and I wish you well in your careers. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you, Councilwoman Henley. Now we're going to get to some fun stuff coming up. Graduation from your fire academy is always a very proud moment, not only for you, for the students, but for your families. We've all watched each one of these individuals develop into the fine firefighters that they are over the last 8 or 9 months. The anticipation is about to come to fruition. I want to personally congratulate each of you on your accomplishments, and you have accomplished a lot. You were told in the beginning that it wouldn't be easy. We weren't lying, were we? All right. Rest assured that your efforts have paid off. Welcome to the best job on the planet. This academy marked a milestone for TRFA on the south side, for the recent past anyway. We were fortunate enough to have a recruit from the York County Fire Department attend and successfully complete our course. We're showing that a return to regionalism is possible in the fire service and in our training divisions, and we look forward to continue this in the future. Chief Kopczynski, thank you for trusting us with your recruit. It was our honor to have him, and we'll see him here in a little while. He's a funny guy too, so we'll see that. I want to thank the families, just like everybody else has. You see a common thread here. You guys are taking a big leap and allowing your loved ones to become a part of this other family that we have here. We know that you've endured a lot of pain and probably a lot of complaining over the last 8 months as well at home. When they come home and say how tired they are, and they were probably telling you the truth. But rest assured that you've joined another family of the Virginia Beach Fire Department and also the York County Fire Department, and we'll always be there for you. I read a lot of fire service material, and it gets little tidbits of information and advice from them all. I try to be a student of the job and learn something every day. But I'd like to share some of the things that I've learned in hopes that it'll be worthy advice for our newest members. I hope that they help you prepare for being the rookie. And first, as you venture from here today to your respective assignments, there are a few fire service terms that you need to understand. Some of you other folks in here might not understand them, but they'll get it. I'm not going to define them, as you probably already know some of them, but I hope you came prepared to take notes. Waiting on you, Lori. First 2 terms, hump and hose and on the knob. They often go hand in hand. If you're lucky, you get to do both of them. We got a job. When the captain says that, you better get ready to go to work. Be familiar with the box and the bus. Be very familiar. Learn the following tools and where they're kept on your first day on the job: the hose stretcher, the sky hooks, and the water hammer, because you'll be tested. You need to learn the scientific terms of the shakes, the sugar, the vapors, the pressure, and the misery. You may see all of them on your first shift. CPR does not stand for check your pockets and run. Don't be a yard breather. Taxpayer. Know the term. There's only one type of it that's guaranteed, because there are multiple types. Smells and bells. You'll enjoy them every day. The can. Bring the can. It can save your life. FNG. To find that one, just look in the mirror. This last 2 terms I want to share. It's all right, Chief. Goat rope and white wave. You'll witness them both, but rest assured that they are not interchangeable terms, contrary to some popular belief. Well, they're not usually interchangeable, Sometimes. Okay, they're interchangeable. Now, on a serious side, I've said some of the following things I'm going to say before, but I feel some of this advice is worth repeating and will help you to be successful and have a long and prosperous career with the Virginia Beach Fire Department and the York County Fire Department. Never be afraid to fail. Gray hairs on the seasoned guy's head are a badge of honor. Don't mistake them for age. Watch and learn. Knowing how to do something is knowledge. Knowing why you do something is wisdom. You only need one fire department sticker on your car. Learn to cook at least 2 great meals. It'll make your life much easier in the firehouse. If you don't maintain a healthy fear of this job, you're destined to get hurt. Show up for work early. There's no greater gift you can give to the guy that you're relieving. Always eat dinner with your crew. The best conversations always happen at the dinner table. Never take that seat at the dinner table that faces the TV. That seat's not yours. Answer the phone and the doorbell. They are always for you. If you don't have a clue what you're doing, say so. Don't tell war stories to people who aren't firefighters. They probably won't think it's exciting as you do. Enjoy your time in the jump seat. It will be the most fun that you have in your career. Have pride in your department. Just like the fire chief said, have pride in your department, your station, your rig, and also the chief's car when he stops by. Be aware of those that think they don't need to train. Take lots of pictures. You'll appreciate it 25 years from now. Offer to help before you're asked. Introduce yourself. Don't be offended when you're not remembered, because you're not memorable yet. He who knows how to do a job will always have a job. He who knows why they do a job will eventually be the other man's boss. If you find yourself wondering where your captain is, you can bet that he's wondering where you are. Drink coffee. Don't clean the cast iron skillet with soap and water. If you're not sick, don't use sick leave. You might need it in the future. Follow directions. If you have to tell somebody you're the king, you're probably not the king. There's no such thing as a safe scene. Accept that this is a dangerous job. You have to put the safety of our citizens above your own at times. Lastly, in the words of one of our battalion chiefs, there are 2 types of employees in this department: assets and liabilities. Which one will you be? It's your choice. My personal message to each of you is, again, to be a student of this job. Learn something new every day. Study. Go to school. Get your degree. You will take calculated risks in this business based on analysis. We are professionals. You are now a member of the finest profession in the world. You will ascend to personal highs that only another firefighter will understand, and you will be brought to tears that only you will understand. And I pray that you will be able to successfully function in between those 2 extremes. Good luck. It's my honor and privilege to serve with you. I look forward to seeing you out in operations. I think some of you are coming to my battalion, so be ready to go to work. Thank you. The multimedia shop has created a video from TRFA 152. Please take the time to enjoy it. Thank you.
This exercise is a tribute to all service members. This exercise is a tribute to all firefighters killed in the line of duty. Think about that when we're doing this. Think about what you're doing. Stay calm. The rest will come easy.
serious day. This is live fire. What we're going to do today can kill you. All right, so it's the real deal.
This next week, it's going to be very hard. The person next to you, the person behind you, the person in front of you is going to be very important. Take that individuality out of it. You're no longer an individual. You're a team. Understand? Yes, sir. To work as a team, this next week will be nothing. Teamwork. Why did you join the fire department? Be part of the Brotherhood, sir. Brotherhood! Yes, sir. It's all about that. .152! When I say go, workmen, left shoulder, go! .152! When I say go, workmen over your head, go! Beautiful. .152! When I say go, workmen, right shoulder, go!
Can I use these, Chief?
Sure.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I know it. Good evening. I'm Captain Ray Rosario. And really quick, Chief Baraki, I know you're out there. Our Facebook, I just checked our Facebook. Our hits went up by 27% just based on Captain Brown being on the screen. So thank you, Captain Brown. Very nice. Very nice. As I said, as was mentioned earlier, I'm Ray Rosario, and truly, I'm not that short. I think these podiums keep getting taller. It is true. And one safety message really quick, if you have sunglasses, you might want to put them on because there is a sheen that happens up here after a while. All right. But quickly, welcome to the graduation ceremony for 152. You have made us proud, truly. I would like to thank the recruit family members, distinguished guests, firefighters for attending tonight's ceremony. I have been blessed and fortunate to act as the TRFA supervisor along with Captain Elmore to work with the best firefighters to ever put on the uniform, and that's the instructional staff. Thank you very much. Those individuals that came before me and my coworkers set a high standard with the Academy, and that's a standard that I strive to make sure each day that we not only meet that standard, but exceed it at every opportunity. And just a little bit about me, and this is a little bit because that's all there is, a little bit about me is I've got 27 years on. I've been assigned to engine companies, ladder companies, and even something known as, they called it the Flying Squad. You remember that, Chief? In the 90s. Thank goodness. It's a precursor to what we do today, Chief, but it was not that. It was flying at best in those days. But some of the most rewarding experiences I've had is working with your loved ones, your family members. Class 152. This recruit class has met the challenges of group dynamics, getting to know one another. We didn't always like each other, did we? Right? But that's okay. We got past that. You can pick your family, you can pick your friends, and here you can't pick them either. Right? We're going to have it. Emergency medical technician training, basic and advanced. Physical fitness, the runs, the workouts, hands-on practical training. Here, go ahead, Ms. Lori, I'm waiting. Waiting on you, ma'am. Beach combat PT, that was joyful, wasn't it? It was a good time. I enjoyed it. SCBA week, self-contained breathing apparatus. It's mentally draining. Fire Streams week, physically draining. The workman hose that you saw in the video weighs about 300 pounds. 200 feet of 2.5-inch hose fully charged weighs about 500 pounds with nozzle pressure at about 70, and we're working it with 3 people. Shift day, 24 hours of straight training, 90-plus hours of live fire training. All told, we're well over 1,000 hours. We're closer to 1,360 hours, 34 weeks. Only went by like that, right? No small feat, and you should be proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves, because I certainly am, and I know the staff is. But none of that's possible. None of that's even close to being possible without your family members, their love and support. And to the family members, from us, thank you for trusting your loved ones with us. That's not something we take lightly. I know Captain Elmore and I, Chief Crandall, and the staff, we take that very seriously. And we thank you for allowing us to have that time with them. So to 152, it's the last time I get to speak to you as a group. I just want you to know you're going to be challenged physically. You're going to be challenged mentally. You can choose to meet those challenges. You can grow to meet it, or you can shrink from it. If each one of you succeeds a little bit within your crew, do your job, the whole crew succeeds, right? An old Marine Corps general, I say old, everybody is young to me now, but the Marine Corps general told me this. It's at the intersection of the crossroads of uncomfortable and your refusal to fail at your task is where greatness is born. Remember that. Remember that. So what are the building blocks for success in this job, in this department, or York County? We'll look no further than our values: caring, honesty, integrity, trust. Additionally, from the staff, you remember we spoke about respect and commitment. Without the respect and commitment, it's very difficult to have the other values of our department, isn't it? Remember that. Respect for this training process, that makes you better. Commitment to getting it right. Respect for this profession, because as Chief Crandall mentioned earlier, it can take you. And that's not something we're allowing you. We're not going to allow that. Right? The department doesn't have anything to prove. You do. We do. Every day is an interview, right, Chief Cover? Every day is an interview, right? And we don't get to have bad days. The public deserves more than that. They will get more than that, right? And let me say, they deserve the best you that there is. Roy Williams, University of North Carolina men's basketball coach, has 4 leadership lessons. I think they're appropriate tonight. 1, character counts. Integrity, one of our core values. Don't compromise your values, our values, for anything. 2, choose to work hard every day. It is a choice. Choose to work hard every day. Caring and respect for this job and for the people you work with and their families as well. Be a fierce competitor, and in that I mean do your best to be the best at your job and work to be the best. And his last leadership lesson is win off and on the court. That's commitment to excellence in all aspects of your life. Being a great firefighter and being something less than great in your personal life doesn't always jibe. You must be great at all of it. We are held to a higher standard. We hold you to a higher standard. I don't believe in luck. I believe in good training, hard work, because it's when the situation is most critical and your actions matter the most, in between life and death. I believe this wholeheartedly. I said it the other night. You will not rise to your expectations, but you will fall to the level of your training. Maintain your training, your physical fitness, be mentally strong, be a student of the game. All duties, those are your duties. We charge you with that. Do your duty. I've been able to have this job, I don't even call it that, this career, this profession for 27 years, and it doesn't feel like I've worked the first day. It's been the lottery, and I thank senior staff and Chief Cover and Chief Dizelling before that, because they gave a little kid a shot at it. But I couldn't have done anything or been associated with anything without the love and support of my family, Rebecca, my wife, Ryan, my son, Brittany, my daughter. There you go. That's one for you, girl, right? You can't do anything without them. It's great. And my coworkers. It's an amazing thing, and you're really getting ready to get started, and I envy you for that. I truly do. Please remember all that I've said. Thanks. I want to say certainly thank you to the Fire Chief, Chief Cover, Deputy Chief McAndrews, Deputy Chief Hutchison, Class 129, sir. Here we go. Certainly Battalion Chief Crandall. Our EMS Training Division. They helped us out, didn't they not? And certainly they were very integral in us getting this together. Captain Elmore, my counterpart, or mom, right? Very important. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for everything. Chief Ramsey, don't let me forget that, please. Chief Ramsey, thank you for your support. However, I really want to thank the instructors. They're the people that are in early, prepping lectures, prepping activities, doing the workouts. You didn't know the old man wasn't there very much, was he? No, the old guy wasn't there, right? But they are, always. Extra training sessions, extra physical conditioning if need be, right? So thank you, instructional staff, Sean, Hope, Alex, Matt, Steve, Bart, and Mike. Thank you very much. I couldn't be luckier. I'm associated with such a fine group. You are the best. Now, 152, this is the last little bit, I promise. Have some final thoughts. This profession will take time. It takes time from you. It takes time for your family. You're going to miss, and everybody must be on board. You're going to miss birthdays, holidays, and other family functions. But you will be with your second family. You'll be very lucky in that respect. As I near the end of my ride, I have found that these next things are true. The only place that success comes before hard work, or work particularly, is in the dictionary. After that, it takes it to make it. If you don't be afraid to make a mistake in training. That is in order to improve your skill set to save a life. Push yourself in training. It is not the mistake that defines you, but it's how you recover and your attitude that is remembered. I mentioned it earlier, I haven't worked for 27 years. I love it every day. I've been blessed. So I'm going to ask you, 152, have you found what you love to do? Have you found it? That's what I like. That's what I like. Because you're doing what you love to do, it's not work. Firefighting is a noble profession. It's a privilege to do every day. You're fortunate to be called a firefighter. Be the best firefighter you can be to serve your community and each other. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to call to the podium, please, the class president of TRFA, Tidewater Regional Fire Academy 152, probationary firefighter Troy Prentice.
Thank you, Captain Arizari. Just want to repeat this. I know it's very important, but I'd like to thank all of the family and friends of Class 152, because without your love, support, and understanding, tonight would not be possible. I would like to thank Fire Chief Cover and all of the senior staff for the opportunity to learn and succeed within this department. In addition, I'd also like to thank the mayor and the citizens of Virginia Beach and York County for their support, because it is them who allow us to provide for our families by serving the communities. Lastly, I would like to thank the entire training staff and field instructors who have guided us along the way. The past 8 months have brought about many challenges, but with each one of those challenges, there was always an opportunity to succeed. And it is that environment that allowed each of us to find the strength and desire to thrive in this job. And for that, we will be forever grateful. To all of my classmates, our time as recruits has ended, but I would like to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to serve in your respective cities. 8 months ago, we met as strangers, but through our hard work and determination, we are now able to stand together as family. We've learned many lessons throughout our time in the academy, and one of my favorites is always going to be the crawl, walk, run analogy. I feel it is very fitting for this moment, as we can now call ourselves firefighters. However, we must now learn to stand with our brothers and sisters already serving in the field. With each new step we take, we must always remember to crawl first. It is our responsibility to be students of the job. Then we may walk. We must train because we will only rise to the highest level of our training. And lastly, with each step we may run. We must teach the skills we have learned to those who will follow us so that they too will one day run. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as the president of Class 152. Standing and training along this group of people has taught me many invaluable lessons that I will carry with me throughout my entire career with the Virginia Beach Fire Department. I know that we are all looking forward to this new and exciting memory being made here tonight. So with that, I will end my last address as president with a presentation to the training staff. We have a gift to present, and there's a picture up on the screen for you. So this is our gift to you as Class 152. So thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Troy. And now, if I could call to the stage Captain Craig Brown for the presentation of the Jason R. Workman Award. Okay. It wasn't here. It's just went up again.
Good evening. They went with songs to the battle. They were young. Straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember. Special Warfare Operator Chief Petty Officer SEAL Jason R. Workman, 32, Blanding, Utah, died August 6th, 2011, in Wardak Province, Afghanistan, along with 30 American brothers. A father, a husband, a son, a brother, a friend, and a warrior. Jason gave the ultimate sacrifice for his country and comrades. Jason gave his all in everything he accomplished. He believed in what he was doing with all his soul. His commitment was exemplary, his drive remarkable, his prowess and stature legendary. It's about getting off the couch and getting it done, taking that risk and being a part of something bigger and better than you. If you didn't try, how would you know the difference between failure and accomplishment? You would be standing there empty and safe. It was hard, this academy. To some of you, it was probably the hardest thing you've ever achieved. Don't stop now. You will no longer recruit firefighters. You are firefighters. Challenge yourself every day. Be the best you can be. Never be content. A quote of Prefontaine, to give anything less than the best, this is sacrifice to gift. Remember that. This award, this is compasses. This is what this award means to us. This award will not be given in every recruit academy. This award will wait for the perfect target and zero in. I'm proud, we are proud of each and every one of you. You have all accomplished great things. All have proven worthy, but one is the tip of the spear. The TRFA 152 Workman Award recipient goes to Stephen M. Mercer.
Well done, well done. And now I'd like to present TRFA Class 152 valedictorian 2. Drum roll. Mr. Darty. Yeah, it's not up here. Valedictorian more than one way. Highest PT, or physical fitness test average, and he had some competition, truly, and he had some competition in academics, so congratulations, excellent work. At this time, I would like to ask District Chief Vance Cooper to the stage, please, to present a special award this evening.
On February 13th, 2000, the fire department community mourned the loss of one of its own, Christopher J. Whalen. Chris Whalen found his calling to the fire service as a TRFA student in August of 1998. Upon graduation, he was assigned as a volunteer to Virginia Beach Fire Station 8. Chris began his professional career in September of 1998 working for the York County Fire Department. 7 months later, he was hired by Norfolk and was assigned to Station 13 in Ocean View. In Chris's all too brief tenure, his love for the job was evident by his unbridled passion for the fire service, and as a result, the Christopher J. Whalen Award was created. Tonight, the Christopher J. Whalen Award is presented to the student who instinctively demonstrates the characteristics of a true leader. Others turn to this person for guidance, support, and much-needed camaraderie. This individual is one that is valued highest among his or her peers and instructors, not only for knowledge, but also for enthusiasm and dedication. Christopher Whalen exemplified all of these traits and more. He will be remembered for his hard work, reliability, endless concern for others, and mostly his charismatic sense of humor. In dedication to our fallen friend, we honor Christopher Scott with the Christopher J. Whalen Award.
Thank you, Chief Cooper, and congratulations, Mr. Scott. All right, now we're getting to the exciting part, the pinning. And as we've talked about in rehearsal 152, please let's get this right. Okay, I ask that the members and the family members of a Squad 1, when I call you, stand, exit to the back, my right be your left. 10-4. All right. Please pause a moment at the front for pictures. Let's not run off the stage. This is your moment. Take your time. Right? Squad 1. Excuse me. At this time, I would like to invite Council Member Mrs. Henley, Councilwoman Ms. Henley, Fire Chief Cover, Deputy Chiefs Hutchison and McAndrews, Battalion Chief Jack Crandall, and of course, Chief Koptinsky, please, to the stage. What about Chief Payne? Good looking group there, Chief. Squad 1, Rory H. Compton. Rory will be pinned by his girlfriend, Ruth McLaughlin. Mr. Compton, in case you didn't know it, you're going to Engine 11A, young man. Well done. That's good. That gives them an opportunity to look at the screen. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Stephen M. Mercer. Stephen will be pinned by his wife, Ellen. Mr. Mercer, you are going to Engine 1 Charlie. Let me know how Instructor Waslak treats you there. I got a word. William Kyle Scalaney. Mr. Scalaney is going to be pinned by his parents, Bill and JoJo Scalaney. And I understand your nickname is Sugar, so that's nice. Good to welcome to the stage, Sugar. Engine 14B, nice assignment, good assignment there, young man, nice work. Christina Ussery. Christina will be pinned by her husband, Tim, and Christina is currently assigned to Engine 19 Bravo. She did get away from us a little early due to your EMS certification. Nice work. Squad 2, Gavin Barr. Gavin's going to be pinned by his father, George Barr. And nickname Iggy, right? Yeah. Engine 21 Bravo, congratulations. Francisco J. Medina. Mr. Medina is going to be pinned by his parents, Morales and Frank Medina. Engine 21C, very good, very nice. Jacob Pelletier. Jacob will be pinned by his brother Zachary. Also, you're going to Engine 10A. And it's one other thing, not to see you here without Scolani. That's nice. Nice. Next is class president for TRFA 152, Troy Prentice. Troy will be pinned by his parents, Scott and Ruth Prentice. Engine 18C. There you go. There you go. You make sure you do that. Christopher Doherty. Christopher will be pinned by his mother, Linda Doherty. And Christopher, you're going to Engine 2B. Great shift. Gary Lee. Gary will be pinned by his wife Jessica and his daughter Kirsten. Beautiful. Mr. Lee, Engine 19C. Mr. Lee, or nickname Marley, ask him to tell you the story. It's not bad. The camera loves her, Ray. Make sure you get the little one in there. Christopher Walsh. Christopher will be pinned by his wife, Courtney. Christopher, you're going back to your old stomping grounds at Engine 8A. How about that? Next, Christopher Baker. Christopher will be penned by his father, retired Virginia Beach firefighter Furman Baker. Chris, you're going to engine 10B. Also, one thing about Furman, he's probably one of the most positive people I've ever met. It's hard to have a bad day around him. Who's going? Yeah, oh yeah. Next is Jonathan Jansen, who will be pinned by his wife, Brittany. Mr. Jansen, you're going to engine 4 Alpha. Congratulations. Hey, you're not supposed to be taller than the chief. Squat down. I'm used to it. Next, Jeffrey Rillion. Mr. Rillion will be pinned by his son, JJ, Engine 5 Charlie. Next is Christopher Scott. Christopher will be pinned by his parents, Mark and Cherie. Christopher, you are going to engine 16A. Great assignment. No ladder guy, right? Starting our last squad, Squad 5, is Jacob Malkowski, who will be pinned by his wife Megan and son Ethan. And if I had a nickel for every time I heard that coming out of the instructor bay, I'd be a rich man right now. Listen to it. That's what they all sound like. Engine 11C, congratulations. It's my bedtime too. I get it. There you go. Push it into Daddy. Push it right there. We're making memories. Making memories. No, none of that. None of that. Robert Purser. Robert will be pinned by his parents, Jay and Ann Purser, Engine 5 Alpha. Congratulations. And just if you're curious, that's 10 yards of material in that suit right there. 10 yards, every bit of it. Bad luck. Congratulations. Douglas Stambaugh. Douglas is going to be pinned by his wife, Kelly. Engine 16, Bravo. Fly right tonight. The chief is right here. He's watching you every second. Okay, and before I introduce the last one, I just want to let you know, Chief Kopczynski, Chief Payne, that even though Keith came into the academy a little bit later and the crews had been able to gel together, they welcomed him with open arms. They took him in as one of his own, and he did epitomize heart. He didn't quit, even at the expense of leaving his lunch just about everywhere on that training ground that I can remember. But that said, he never quit. I'm telling you, it's a fine young man. Keith Still, please come forward, and being pinned by his father, Keith Still, York County Fire Station 1C. If you know what's good for you, you do that. One last time. Thank you, Chiefs. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to invite to the stage Chief Magistrate Thomas R. Cahill to swear in the newest members of Virginia Beach Fire Department. Thomas R. Cahill was appointed as Chief Magistrate for the 2nd Judicial District in June 2009. Prior to his appointment, Mr. Cahill served on active duty in the United States Coast Guard for over 31 years. His Coast Guard assignments included Chief of Maintenance and Logistics Command, Legal Division in Norfolk, Virginia, commanding officer of the Coast Guard, Integrated Support Command, Portsmouth, Virginia, and Chief of the Coast Guard's Office of Legislation in Washington, D.C. He also completed sea duty assignments on the Taney, home ported in Portsmouth, Virginia, and U.S. Navy guided missile cruiser USS Leahy, home ported in San Diego, California, great place. He received a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Massachusetts and a Juris Doctorate from Loyola Law School in Los Angeles. He is admitted to the California and Virginia state bars. We are honored to have Chief Magistrate Thomas R. Cahill to swear in our newest firefighters. Welcome him.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here tonight and have this opportunity to swear in the new graduates. I'll give you just a couple pieces of advice and give you a secret. First, the secret. Nobody is sitting home tonight making a note on their calendar to call the fire department tomorrow. They're not planning ahead for that electrical fire, traffic accident, medical emergency, or hazardous material spill. Because they're not planning ahead, it's your responsibility to plan ahead, to be ready when what happens that they're not expecting. So what I'm about to do is ask you to make a formal promise in front of your classmates, family, and fellow firefighters that you're going to do your best to be ready when that call comes. Otherwise, you're letting down yourself, your crew, and the people that you're serving. And I'll give you just one more tip to go along with some of the ones you've heard tonight. The designated driver is not the guy who's less drunk. So please keep that in mind as you head off tonight for punch and cookies or whatever your celebration will be. Otherwise, you get to come see my office, and you don't want to do that. For the graduates, if you would please stand. And I'm also going to invite all of the sworn firefighters that are here in the audience to stand and retake the oath with you. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge all the duties incumbent upon me as a sworn firefighter with the City of Virginia Beach Fire Department, according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations, firefighters.
Please remain standing as Captain April Elmore reads the closing prayer, which is printed on the back of your program.
Please bow our heads. When I am called to duty, God, wherever flames may rage, give me the strength to save a life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling, to give the best in me, to guard my friend and neighbor and protect their property. And if according to your will, while on duty, I must answer death's call, bless with your protecting hand my family, one and all. Amen.
I'd like to thank First Command Financial Services, International Association of Firefighters Local 2924, and the Fraternal Order of Virginia Beach Fire Chiefs for providing the donations to help secure this wonderful venue, and it is truly that, and the refreshments that will follow in the front lobby. We ask that you join us, please. And for the last time, it is my honor to say, Class 152, you are dismissed.
Still went up pretty good in there. Yeah. Probably 400 people here.
I'd say so, yeah.
I think it said the whole 700 down here in the bottom. My mother has called me like twice.
Yeah, somebody's been trying to call me. I don't know who it is.
Who is this? Won't be able to make it, headed to Clemson, Maryland. Last minute, slide paper wand. Nook. No, I don't have Nook. And he says, I see you.